Aba pausima eduasa jishima mimo bibia adjuma akwaba edeba Cstv kasie eso emre na so se nsema etwegu ewo oman mu ne oman hodo so no yede bedan mu se kasie na nsem no de ebedi mu akoten ni bini Ghana Mampeni John Dramani Mahama ede abetu dwa se adwenkyira wode ba ye se obeye 6 March no ewo Jubilee House na aboa ama yenye sika beye se 95%. Afe enso ode atu dwa se senya ya yakobo bisia ewo amanone ede ba ebeye adwuma ewo oman mu no ewo se omoye bibi efa ho se na ebeye asade no so eso ebete Afe so oswafo a wohwe ehuma sua eso eye Haruna Idriso ede abetu edwa se ewo se nhihye anase eye constitutional review impenyufo ewo se omode nhihye eba se ne ebe ya saban bia ebetena so a obehu kwan a obefa eye ministers dodo Weni nsema eka ho a obete ewo kasie una se kasie beba wa kwemu a eya boafo bi ana aso yaso na yede eso yab decoration Sarah's Dream Jewelries treat by Manel KS Afemes Co Limited Rema Ushering Agency Celeste Sweet Tom Brown and so Amasel Block Machinery and Block Manufacturing and aso yasne nimre yade kasie eso mu na mi so amaje pinya me de eso me de ede maame ama bafua na yentwa ye husima ye ba yede nchiremu so ebeso mu Medanse na meka wo se okoya befufide tintan eso a YouTube ene Facebook no eye Cstv GH okoha hwe na afi fa wadwentwen so eto ase na wepia afi na wa subscribe so ede amaye se ne be ya bibia so ebeto na akwemu na ye hwa ase na ye de ni ekwa kopie mu ewo omampeni akache na indrada eyo mampeni John Dramani Mahama editor jase adwunia wode ba ye se afi 6 March no wo kwakoye ewo Jubilee House no na emom enye bibi baby kakra ombese sika ewo ho no wo chiremu sa adwempo na wode eba ye no wetimi esie sika be ye se ohamu chichemu edi okron ennum a ato ho no na o chiremu a Nanka yakoya wo baby kesi anka sika be say 20 million cedis ana chese anka mo be say ewo afi dan ho.
The state spent 15 million Ghana cedis on last year's celebration and spent 13.7 million cedis on the previous year's celebration in Ho in the Volta region. This year we received estimates of at least 20 million Ghana cedis for holding the event at the Independence Square on the same scale as the previous years. In a year when we are calling on all to sacrifice, including workers who have graciously accepted a base pay adjustment far below the rate of inflation, it is unconscionable to spend that kind of money on a few hours of celebration. Today's event would save us 95% of the estimated cost of the event. Nonetheless, this scaled-down celebration does not diminish the importance and significance of this occasion in any way. Ghana's independence is the single most important event in our history, as it sets out us on the path of nationhood. It is even more significant because it lit the flame of independence in sub-Saharan Africa by inspiring other countries yoked to colonial exploitation to seek independence and self-determination. This day must therefore always be commemorated, but when reality calls for a different approach, we must heed it and act accordingly. Moreover, hosting the celebration here at the presidency preserves the symbolic essence of Independence Day while demystifying the seats of government.
Well, Independence Day celebration no as a enomampeni say was a Ghana for any echo benkum. Send ye beya what they in near mapa ebegu aquemu na busiaba. Busiabone in near ma be a wakra and I say wako amanone echo je eba or my missa what the beye in puntu jumano as soap ebetikra.
Some of our independence often highlights our reliance on imports, on donor aid, and IMF bailouts as signs of continued dependence. This reminder is repeated so often that while undeniably real, it risks becoming a cliché. Yet the entire efficacy of this reminder lies not in just repeating it, but in our willingness to take decisive action. Actions that will break the chain of dependency, not just the empty rhetoric of an Africa that is beyond aid. Proclaiming self-reliance while marching straight back to the donors, into the hands of the donor agencies, begging bowl in hand, is really meaningless. And to do this, we must look within and make sure that we are raising revenue domestically. This administration is working to implement the 24-hour economy program to ensure that our economy never goes to sleep. Allow us to create the necessary job expansion, boost productivity, increase our exports capacity and trade footprint to reduce our dependence on foreign aid.
Yamfa yeni enchre humasua so ye na oswafo a ohwe humasua so onumunyamfo Haruna Idrisu e de ababetu dwase anka ebeya constitutional review impenyufo no awase wotimi ekwa asetena na se so wokọ asetena wonhwe na aswafo dodoro a aban bia eba wode adwuma no obetimi ahwe na omaye bibi so e de afa ho.
Mr. Speaker, the new benchmark is that he will govern this country with 60 ministers. Undeniably, the smallest size of government ever under the Fourth Republic. No president have run this country with 60 ministers. However difficult or good it may be, Mr. Speaker, the lesson is that this country must stand with him to work to reduce the size of government. When you take Article 78, it says that the president shall run the country with such ministers as he may require. Mr. Speaker, it's only important that the Constitutional Review Committee will take up this matter, and this parliament must stand with the Constitutional Review Committee so that we have a ceiling for the number of ministers that any president in Ghana will want to work with tomorrow.
Oswafo ohwe ya kwane ya kwantempon so onumunyamfo Kwame Agboza governance ede ababetu edwase akwan a NPP aban dada no ekire se wo baaye no woye akwan beye se 13,000 kilometers no okire se nukra bia eni.
When President Akufo-Addo made that statement and we sought to correct him, the ministry issued a statement correcting to the fact that the 10,800 kilometers was the total length of roadway they went on, which includes a pothole patch. Indeed, on record, Mr. Speaker, what they have actually done in terms of constructing a new road is 670 kilometers thereabout. This is not a debate. Mr. Speaker, hold on, Mr. Speaker, I think we all need to work on this. It is a method of reporting that was problematic. Indeed, there's no need for us to argue about this. Indeed, NPP worked. Mr. Speaker, if they will just listen. If they have actually constructed 13,000 kilometers of road, I wonder why you were asking me questions here last week, Friday. Why your roads were not done? You were with Vice President, Baumia. It is surprising that they've done 13,000 kilometers of road, which is from here to China, almost getting to Australia. Yeah, they didn't do the road in the Vice President constituency. So let's ignore this. the fact is that the record at the ministry today, the number of kilometers which you can call new roads or new construction development is 673 kilometers. That's it.
Cstv News at 24 ana weni gusu a wo hwe na ye tufan e de akọ Asante Mantemu na Asante Mantem suafo Dr. Frank Amoako hene ndai ode kokobo ama amanfo se wa wunim na ahunidie a ekoso anase wa ma ahunidie entimi ankoso wa wontema ode mra ba se ne be ya se oba na se ohun efin anase oshona se efin adokro ohun ayade se one wu ebedi na afesu no wotwa fan bi out na ochiremu
shops so that the water can freely flow but hard debris gather in front of the shops so that anyone who is not able to keep their shop and get the reference drains will not find the drains moving downstream to go and block elsewhere. So we're working to make sure that together with stakeholders, we all agree and find a long-lasting solution to this. There is equally been a suggestion on my table concerning the deployment of the sanitation officers graduates from the School of Hygiene so that they can serve as compliance officers to make sure that they do the right thing. You pay. We can even generate funds from there. I know the concern of how there can be leakages when such leakages are introduced among others. But once we all put our heads together that we want to do this to make sure we clean the city, we make sure we restore the garden city, I'm sure with that unity of purpose we should be able to achieve it.
Amanfo a wowo impraye so abetifi anna chese wo kasa na wo chiremu se omampeni dada na adodanko ekufo ado apenso ana wo be share wo mbo se wo ba be ye akwan ede amomo na wabra ode anase omampeni ede contractor anase ode contract emma contractor se onye akwan no emfa emma omo no ade se contractor no etimi ede first coat egu so a one sign amba bio eno na wo chiremu se artifact na omampeni dada ehye bo se obeba be ye no ade se oba impempe okọ ekro no ho ano ade se akwan no etimi atete apansa
MPP abai so obeka so obey artifact amay from price so to hwehwe ekoko si jira bia se obey artifact amay ko first court crown ku ye na eni bosumi mi enu kura ni nyina tutu ebesi ne komso mba be second court enti ho hwe ya fufu ba ko ba ye di ka pressure wo mu no e ho no ba jira do mu ye kwan amuyo wi so amanda anye by that time and my yaho from higher court I go for the from private runabout to a bit different to help you to do a black artifact for him first go through your mind 6 months didn't know the two and then I'm old one and mother side as I about to show it's just about my brain on my head on my name first good me adwuma akire ha yi me adwuma ofitamu ha na se odru cars ni dru ha obi apeso dodge potholes no se nyame amwa kura na ekofa accident aba enti ebesere na omo ye o masede so mbehwe no ma ye ma bibia wie peye no o ma adawroma yesre o meye na bibia nwie peye
Penning power da Accra Metropolitan Assembly Ora Douglas Anofo and also all the others ready at so Ghana for nyina enemy say ebra so say yenina yebeka ye ho abom sene ebe ya yebeta impenifo echi na eye impuntu a wode ebeba no ebetimi edimu ede amaye.
This year's anniversary celebration reflects, review and reset serves as a clarion call on all Ghanaians to look back on our performance, assess our present reality, and take bold steps to shape the future we desire. My dear students and pupils, let me use this opportunity to entreat you all to desist from engaging in activities that have the potential to adversely affect your proper development. While making judicious use of the increasing pace of development in the era of information communication technology, that is ICT, you need to completely shy away from the negative influences associated with it. This reset agenda also includes changing the mindset of the youth towards a disciplined society.
Achim Ebuakwa Traditional Council de abeto dwa watchere say ye nyame pa woni na obebo dompem ewo mrahye bedwefie nini na efa woni pa na say JB dankwa out chese woto nananum ewo insiedo no wase wo the petition ekwa akọ ma speaker abang gbagben
our parliament and that parliament I will do moja and do hop and march my and that and was I'm factor on your gobi ogu about the same no what's your mind the other and I can't say the baba so then what because the petition I come speaker Frewa, in say we are no, you're just a politician, not a lawyer, many, or sounds a true book, or sounds a member of the clergy. A Juma or year more mangan and that's ye bar. Now, already statement, now, Basse, it must be a four, and so because our statement to read you alone. And so on to a Yambo, a rare member of parliament for Tamale Central.
Na fe wa subscribe de amaye na se yekopie mu ewo apramade ya eno ewo esetufi south mensin wo ahafo mantemu a insubrani bia etoye no eno enam soma nkrofo dodo na ejapade aseye a wano edafuma wo so
you ton from efa ye be wan say ye dan apede ye ne ma so mirika me ye adwana like ko nyina abu ya dan so apede na ye nya ba bia na ba bia ne ma beda tre wan so modern ye sika da na 2000 me nyina aho me ba bia ne sika nyina aho akwafa
ye ka nyina sese bi amode ne nyansa nyina na asa ti ye besre ba mo gbe yifo no ka bi wo mu MP Boris Dada and ministers ahodo wo mai mu say we de ne aban na ngase mu say ye omomo a ko say ye ne atutu aka yesem ne ma si no kwa na bi si ogum hada to ye ncham kese we ba bi a manfo kwa dum ti betu kwa da ye den
yenjina rehu senwe so na yentwa ye husima ye ba ye de dwodie mu nsem so ebeso
Yamawakwaba Ediba Answer Company Limited. So we pay blocks machines ya eya papa. Nane bonso assign eda formo dia. Enye na enwani Answer Company Limited. Yewa conveyor blocks machines, hydraulic blocks machines, pallets, any blocks machines in one accessories nyina. Na fe so blocks machines ahodro wo pani nyina bi so ewo ho. Hwehwe ye kira kwan ene ya. Ye was Spinters Road 18 Junction. Ye ni KFC dan no na edi nhwe ni mu. Freye ewo 05240 ana say 0540725850. Amsel blocks machines papa pa efie.
Ghana cedis. Say ye be hu say ayade say ababeto just say sisi anase mprempren yesika sem no ejina 15.90 Ghana cedis the mad dollar na pound no so eda 20.40 Ghana cedis ewo forest bureaus awodo ewo omanyimu. Near so monone ensem na Syria police for ene Assad de akaboma na say what they di ehra nipa beye say edio watching and say edio song etimi etua nanano ewo insiedo ni na efa omampani basa yetu ade eso na impempren ade say ye data bo ato latakia tacos eno ewo kra into kwanu esi ye ewo. US man penny Donald Trump de nsa ahyen krata bi ase ninina eba beboa Canada ne Mexico eman we ye nia etoso mienu chese eye taxes anase sika ye de anase ye tuo eto ayede eto niema ye kra efri amonone eba eye omuman mu no ade so de nkrata ahye ase eba beboa ye jira nsem we so na ye twa ye ho sima ye ba enigedie mu nsem eto aso. That's a Ghanaian media personality say wa amihie ana ode abeto dwa wo say eba ne efom egudu ayetu say eye yensuo ne yensase no ade say omampani atwe na no kra say ono kra mpodi ombo hu eye edimpo anase onka bibi kra emfa hu o kyeremu a wa bra okọ kan eye sona 2025 no ene inrada Independence Day no nya de say oka bibi kra efa hu o de sansen we eto na be fidetin time so Twitter ye friend X no eso we adishima say na ye de kase ni na AC na nkrofo anase amanfo awoso yasna ye de kase esomo yab decoration obehu won Mataheko Catholic Roman School obetimi so afre won was 0546 517823 Sarah's Dream Jewelries amo Kadeshi Asafuache Street so betimi afre won 0200 798226 Street by Manuel amo Labadi Wireless New Road KS Rafimes Co Limited so ubenya wanwo dansuman betimi afre wan so 059 72374645 and 020 7421 Rema Ushering Agency so Kasua Brigade so betimi afre wan 054 6196319 Afe so serious Sweet Tom Brown so Kasua Brigade betimi so afre wan was 0546 196319 Amasa Block Machinery and Block Manufacturing so was Spinters opposite KFC me ameje penny amede kase enso mede ede maame ama bafua okoya befufi de tintine so a Facebook no CSTV GH sanso na YouTube no so CSTV GH okwa obenya yisem ni bi ahwe akenkan ewo ho ba okwa ade se ube subscribe ede amaye se na be ya bibia ye ewo hanom so ebetumi akọ nenim ahase na medekase ni na esi makramo